Alright, this is my review of the Power A Fusion Pro controller for the Xbox One. As you can see, it kind of has that gimmick of the glowing lights. I mean, it's alright. The glowing lights are fine. Thing I like it for is the paddles on the back. It has 4 paddles, 2 on each side. As you can see right there. I like the paddles. I like the position of them. It seems like they're in like a more natural position than like a scuff. Like you can get your fingers on both of the paddles, but the top ones they're a little too hard for me to press. So I pretty much just use the bottom ones with my middle finger right there. I mean, you can hold it like this and hit the bottom ones with your ring finger, and the top ones with your middle finger, but it just doesn't quite feel natural enough for me. So I just hold it like this, and you get a better grip on the controller. Hit the two bottom paddles, which is fine. Like I use this right one for jump in game, so I don't have to take my hand off the thumbstick, and the left one I use it for the B button. So instead of like in Black Ops 3, I'd be sliding. I use this for slide, it works pretty good. And I don't have to take because those are the 2 buttons you use most in that game. That's what you can program it with this little button right here. Basically, all you do is hold this for I think 2 seconds. This starts flashing, and you press the button you want to program, and if it starts flashing more, then you press the button here on back, and it programs the A button to that. So, and it kind of screws up your colors though when it goes through that flashing pattern. Like it takes them out of sync. But basically, just to get them back in sync, you just press and hold these 2 buttons here on the back, these 2 middle buttons, and it turns off. Well, I gotta press this top one more. There. You press it and hold it, the buttons, and the lights go off, basically. Then I like to press them both at the same time, and it puts them in that cycle pattern. Then there's one more button here on the back, and that one, it's how bright the light is for these. But the thing I don't like about that, I just leave it on default, because if you press it, your controller starts emitting like some kind of hum, which is kind of weird and concerning. So I just leave it on the default brightness, which is bright enough for me, too bright almost. I kind of just play with like if I'm playing like a serious game like Black Ops 3 where you have to concentrate, I just leave the lights off so I don't have to, so they're not distracting me. Another feature on this controller is the trigger stops, which are right here. You can see them right there, right there. You just flip these, and basically that one's off. And you can see like the throw distance is you have to press it all the way. Then on this one, it's about halfway. Try to press them both so you can kind of see the difference. Let's see. And then there we go. Now they're both on. You can see like the thing that's different about this is like another thing that's different than like the official Xbox controller, official Microsoft one, is the placement of the back button, the menu button, and I kind of like the shape of them here. It's just more natural to hit that. They're a little bit bigger than like the official one. Another difference is the size of it's like an oversized thumbstick, but which is fine. I don't mind that part. Thing I don't like is this part right here. I don't know if you can tell, but the body of the thumbstick, like inside here, like the dome that goes up, or like this little pole thing that goes up, it's wider than the normal Xbox One thumbstick. So like the distance, it feels like it's shorter. It's like shorter distance, like that you can actually go from here. Like it's really short. So instead of getting that little bit extra distance like that you get on an official thumbstick, it you just don't get it on this. Which like I had to adjust to, basically to counteract that, is I had to turn down my sensitivity, because like instead of being less sensitive, it's actually more sensitive than an official Xbox One controller, which can be good if you're playing FPS games and stuff, but it takes a little while to get used to, and so I had to adjust my sensitivity settings, lower them a little bit, like just in the game, varies by game. But I got used to it, and it worked fine. One thing I didn't like is the D-pad. You have to press this a little bit harder than you'd think. I mean, it works fine, but it's pretty clicky. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see. But it does work fine. It's just a little harder to press. Nothing crazy, But yeah, and then there's this. Just has the 3.5mm port instead of doesn't have a data port, because Microsoft doesn't like license that out, I guess. I do like the way the bumpers feel. They feel more sensitive than the stock controller, in my opinion. It just feels better. Like it. Face buttons feel fine. Feel just like the Xbox One controller, in my opinion. Then like the body, the construction of the controller is good. Really sturdy. I'm trying to bend it and stuff. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. Braided cable is nice. Really like that. Like it's not wireless, but it does have it has rumble, has the rumble feature. I don't know if the triggers are so much rumble. Like that's one of the features that's touted in the official controllers, like the rumble triggers. But I didn't really play any racing games to feel it. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't remember if I felt like a rumble in the trigger so much. But it does have rumble, like actual rumble. One thing I don't like about the Xbox One official controller is the play and charge kit cable that it comes with. It is terrible. The thing came to me kinked. It's like kinked up with this braided cable. It doesn't feel like you're going to get any kinks. It's definitely a lot higher quality cable. You won't be able to play wireless, which is fine by me. Controller, the length of the cable is about 10 feet, so it's plenty of room for me. Does have a breakaway cable. Let me show you here. Unplug it. Unplug the controller. It has a breakaway cable. Showed you in the unboxing, but just like that. Has that kind of hookup, kind of port. Let's see. It's not gonna really focus very good on it, but yeah, you might be able to like run an extender, buy an breakaway cable extender, to get a little bit more length out of that. Good response times, on the cable. You'll always get better response times when you run a wired controller. I liked it. One thing that might be concerning is like when this controller launched, I think it was like $80, and I had no clue about it. So I just found out about it like a few weeks ago. when I looked on Amazon, it was like $40. So to me, it's well worth the $40. Like I don't think it's worth 80 by any means. Like maybe at least 60. Like I would pay 60 for it. It's not an official controller, but you get more features than an official controller. And one thing I don't think is right, I don't think they should charge 150 for the Pro controller. Maybe 100. But if you want to, try the features of, say, like a SCUF controller, an Elite Xbox One Elite controller, but don't want to pay 150 for one, this is a good alternative and a good starting point, sure, because you get the features of it, but not at the high price. So, yeah, PowerAI Fusion Pro controller for the Xbox One, pretty good deal. I give it about I'd say an 8 out of 10, because if things I don't like are the paddles being a little stiff. Like you have to press them a little bit hard, and sometimes that can screw you up, like when you're trying to press it and then trying to aim as well. It can mess you up. But if you hold it like this and use your middle finger to press the button, the bottom paddles, you just use like the bottom two. I didn't have too much of a problem aiming doing that, and it's really easy to program the buttons. And I didn't like the D-pad, so that's where another point knocked off. D-pad is, it's all right, but and it might loosen up over time as well, which would be nice. Other than that, it's got good features. Got all the other features. The trigger stops are nice. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Good deal. Go check it out. And if you like the video, rate, comment, subscribe. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or whatever. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Bye.